Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise. Its continuing mission to explore strange new worlds, to seek out new life and new civilizations, to boldly go where no one has gone before.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Not Away Team. Let me explain. Let's go into the configure. Configure. There we go. Let's talk for a moment about why this is Elite Force and not Away Team. So we are in the period right now in the cycle of Invasion, Armada, and Away Team, where they are trying to see what sticks. There's a real sense of the Activision games of throwing things at the wall to see what sticks. Let's try Star Trek in different genres and see which one does best. So you had Hidden Evil, which was an adventure game, and Hidden Evil was actually the safest bet among these games because Star Trek had a long history in the adventure genre beforehand. One of my favorite games of all time, Star Trek: The Next Generation of Final Unity, is a point-and-click adventure game made by Spectrum Holobyte. In fact, the Spectrum Holobyte games are kind of what games like Star Trek Online are sort of directly descended them, far more so than games like Elite Force or Bridge Commander. But we've also hit a point where things are not working as well as they did initially. Like, initially you had Elite Force and Armada, and they were awesome. You had Starfleet Command 1 and 2, with the Orion Pirates expansion. Those are awesome. You're hitting more often than you're missing. And then we get to the midpoint of the Activerse, and here's where things get dicey. I think around this point also you were seeing stuff like Deep Space Nine Dominion Wars. That game is very much love it or hate it. You also had Deep Space Nine The Fallen, or as a friend of mine in high school described it, Tomb Raider, but Star Trek. Deep Space Nine The Fallen is a game we're going to get to. It's a game I've wanted to play for a very long time, but as it's not part of the Activision verse, I have not included it in this list. I think Deep Space Nine The Fallen was made by Simon & Schuster, who are currently up for sale as CBS loses money because their stock is worth $30 because their shows suck, but that's neither here nor there. Look, you know my opinions about modern Star Trek, okay? I haven't made it a secret. Spoilers, I don't think very highly of it. But we're back on the subject of the center of the Activision verse. We have Invasion, which I still have to finish, but every time I look at it, I get a Pavlovian tremor because of the goddamn board cube mission. Oh, that mission has, like, reduced me. I've tried to get out of that fucking Borg cube. I haven't recorded anything usable of me trying to get out. It's reduced me to, like, fucking caveman speak, like Super Mario Bros. Crossover did. It's bad, yo. It's real bad. But you have Invasion, it has everything going for it except the game's design itself. Its visuals are fantastic. Its sound design is fantastic. Its music is fantastic. Its interface is fantastic. Its controls are serviceable. They're not on the same level as, like, say, Colony Wars, but they're doable. It's doable. But it's the design of the game that turns it into this tedious slog. The design is where the game falls apart. And unfortunately, design is kind of important to a game. So we've started this era off on the wrong foot. Then we go through Armada 2, which is fun up until the end of the Federation missions, even though it starts to drag because you're hearing insufficient officers over and over and over again. Then you get to the Klingon missions where the momentum and the fun die. Die horribly in the Klingon missions. The game just stops. It's bad. It's real bad. Like, it was bad playing it, and it was bad editing it. That's why it took so long to get through Armada 2, because it's so it gets so soul-crushing in the center, and then the Borg happen! You're playing as the Borg, and the game is fucking fantastic all of a sudden. So Armada 2 has problems. It has some good ideas, but it doesn't really know how to integrate or use them properly. And then you get to Away Team, which is why I'm recording Elite Force 2 right now. Because Away Team is pain. Pain and suffering, the likes of which you have not dealt with. When you look at Away Team, you think XCOM. And I'm sure they were thinking XCOM as well. But the thing about XCOM that I don't think they understood is XCOM is half the fun of XCOM is how badly your team gets slaughtered. It's a horror game, so your team, your people are gonna die in, like, all kinds of gnarly ways, and that's just something you've got to accept. It's something you got to accept and plan for. Obviously, you don't want your people to die, but they're gonna die. If anybody takes a dive in Away Team, you failed the fucking mission. Guys, come on. So these are more puzzles than missions. Like, this is a puzzle game, camouflaged as a squad-based RTS. And there's really, it looks like they want the game to look like you have unparalleled freedom in how you approach the situation, but you really don't. Not if you want to finish objectives. You really don't have that kind of freedom. And it's a pain in the ass. It's a massive pain in the ass. Some of these areas require again, like Armada, some of these places require you to fail in order to know where the failure points are. They require you to play them multiple times and plan out that perfect path through the level after the umpteenth time you've played it to get each mission down to an art. It's a grind, essentially. And I've talked long enough. So we're playing Elite Force 2 because I can't go through that so soon after Armada 2. I gotta blow something up. We're gonna start a new game. We're gonna go normal. And yeah, we're gonna refresh ourselves on the controls real quick.
Welcome back to the holodeck training program, Lieutenant Monroe. Although I am quite confident in your abilities, Starfleet regulations specifically state that all personnel are to undergo fitness and combat readiness training at least once per Earth year. It is now time to begin your training. Are you ready to proceed?
I'm ready.
These exercises are designed to enhance your skills, Lieutenant. Take a few moments. Very good. Let us begin the exercises.
You know, you're not supposed to have those, Tuvok. Those little bars on your cuffs. That's the wrong uniform to have those with.
Jumping plays a key role in maneuvering around your environment, Lieutenant. Successful maneuvering is the first and most important step to your survival. A jump is executed by pressing the jump key. If a jump is executed in conjunction with any of the movement keys, you will jump in that direction. For example, pressing the jump key and the move forward key will make you jump forward. Clear the obstacles ahead by jumping over them. Jump over all 3 obstacles, and then we will continue the exercise.
I love the rectagonal. The first contact insignia, like the generations or the whatever you call it, the 70s one is actually like really curvy, but all the games like render it as this like super like sharp, pointy rectagonal thing. I gotta collect that.
Let's go on.
If I remember, I need to have a tricorder before I can do that.
Crouching and walking allow you to access areas that would otherwise be too small for you to maneuver in, such as a duct or a Jeffries tube. A mission's success or failure may hinge on your ability to move effectively through tight spaces. A crouch is executed by pressing the crouch key. As with a jump, you can move while being crouched. To perform a crouch walk, press and hold the crouch key while you press and hold a movement key. Very good, Lieutenant. Let's continue.
Okay, I need a tricorder before I can...
Use both your crouching and jumping skills to clear the following obstacles. Proceed to the ladder after you clear this portion of the course. Excellent work. To climb a ladder, look up while pressing the forward movement. Excellent. Notice that some obstacles are too high for a standard jump. To clear obstacles such as these, you will need to execute a crouch jump. This is done by pressing and holding the jump key, and then pressing the crouch key while in the air for more vertical momentum. This will allow you to clear taller objects. Utilize both the standard and crouch jump to navigate these obstacles, and advance to the next exercise.
Yep. Hold on. Do I gotta do it now, or do I gotta do it later? Here's the thing. Lieutenant Monroe dies on training exercise. Okay. Hello? Okay, I think I have to do that later. Yep, love the super pointy rectangle. And then like on the texture, it's actually correct. Like it's correct on the textures, it's correct on the doors, but like on all the crates and stuff, it's not. It's like this sharp-edged rectangle. Minor, yes. But you know me, I obsess over little details like that. And then we got this! We've got a catastrophe of Starfleet insignia, and it's backwards! Bastards put it on backwards. You have a catastrophe of Starfleet insignia on signage. Insignage.
Excellent work.
Does that go to
At
space?
the end of the corridor, you will see a maintenance door leading to a Jeffries tube. As you approach the maintenance door, execute a crouch walk to enter the tube. Once inside, follow the tube down the ladder to the maintenance door below. We will continue with the second set of examinations when you complete this exercise.
I think I have to interact with one of these. There's a control panel I have to interact with this tricorder. Is it you? Yep, it's this one. You've unlocked a secret door. Alright, now I gotta go back up. Ah! It's a long way down. I think they use these, this style on Enterprise as well, like these round things. I do prefer the 70s aesthetic. The 70s. 2370s is what he's talking about. Okay, crouch jump. Crouch jump. Get up there. I do recall that I got this when I did my test of Elite Force 2 way back. Hello. But, you know, why not be thorough? I could show it off again, how to get this thing. I do love having the little tricorder scan window in the side as well. Hey, let me through. Can I modulate you? No. Yeah, modern Star Trek has yet to top this aesthetic. Because this aesthetic is functional. Like, I think one of the problems of modern Star Trek is it's so into spectacle that it forgets that all this stuff is supposed to be rugged and functional. Like, that was like a mandate of the design that was handed down to Herman Zimmerman, also known as the guy who designed most of the stuff in Star Trek from Next Generation onward. Is all this stuff, like the rugged clamshell design of the tricorders, the big bulky Cobra phasers, the big square hypersprays, it's all gotta look like stuff that exists. You know, like the tricorder's gotta look like something you would use at work, essentially. It's gotta look functional, it's gotta look usable, it's gotta have that tactile feel to it. Like, this is a rugged piece of equipment that exists, and it's proven. That was one of the biggest points they made. If you ever read the writer's guide for Next Generation, this is all proven technology. You know, it's all rugged, it's all been tested exhaustively, like the phasers, the tricorders, the comm badges, all of it. So, I feel like that is something that modern Star Trek has not topped. It's all about the spectacle. It doesn't matter if they had replicators in the 23rd century or not. Star Trek has replicators. Ergo, we're going to put replicators in the 23rd century because it saves us effort, and we can make everything look pretty. Like, modern Star Trek is too addicted to spectacle, and it is not focused enough on substance. This has been my rant on modern Star Trek. It will be the first of many in this Let's Play. Gimme. I found a secret. You got a thing. Okay. Had a problem with this before, too. There we go. Monroe has a hard time getting through these. But it's practical and utilitarian without being dingy or dirty. Without being dark and dystopian. Like these two things do not have to equal each other. It is something that I feel that the people designing shit for modern Star Trek do not understand. And the people producing modern Star Trek don't understand that either. Like, practical and lived in does not equal dystopian, and the opposite is also true. So, there's also, like, exhaustive work, And granted, things were a lot more fast and loose in the original series because they hadn't sat down. Like, they had sat down, but they were still figuring things out, which is a reason why it's a really dumb idea to base your show before the original series. Discovery, because the United Federation of Planets didn't even exist until, I think, Season 2. Like, it didn't exist. Like they were, like, Starfleet didn't exist. They were still figuring that stuff out. So, like, relying on the original series for your prequel show and not sort of, like, including the canon that later stuff added over that is kind of a dumb move. Like, why would you not just set your show after, like, 40 years after Next Generation? Star Trek Online was smart enough to do that. Star Trek Online is like 30 years after Nemesis, so I don't understand, like, how you... Again, seems like a no-brainer. Can I remodulate you? Can I modulate you a second time? Can you be modulated? No, you can't. I don't know why this wall looks like there's Borg shit. I guess it's supposed to be like electricity passing through circuits. Again, functional, but not dystopian. Practical, but not like dirty. But not like dirty and like thrown together. Lived in, but not like lived in but not dirty. Practical but not like practical but not used. And yeah, clean, like not dystopian. That's the aesthetic that Next Generation goes for. And it's a very timeless aesthetic. I think, like, Next Generation, if you watch people discovering Next Generation nowadays, like on YouTube, this show really, like, this aesthetic really holds up. And I do not understand why you would toss it away in favor of whatever the fuck Picard's supposed to have.
Excellent, Lieutenant. Your performance was satisfactory.
Excellent, Lieutenant. You did not die.
If you are ready, we will begin the second examination.
Strip.
On your missions, you will encounter occasions where jumping will require both distance and precision. In a situation like this, a miscalculated step will often end in injury or death.
Oh, hey!
For this exercise, jump across each of the platforms and get to the other side. While in the air, you will find you can control your velocity to a degree by using your movement keys. This will allow you to tune your jump for a precision landing.
All right. That's a little weird with this reshade. Like, they're not actual rays, they're just meshes with transparent textures on it. Welcome to the Quake 3 engine back in the day. Okay, do I have any secrets here? No.
Very good, Lieutenant. Let's continue.
Let me in! Those are some hellacious doors.
It is unfortunate, but you can expect to be injured on away missions.
Mandatory
Jump
damage.
or run off this ledge to the floor below. Notice the change in your health status. While your hazard suit is designed to help absorb the shock of an impact, a fall from too great a height will end in injury or death.
Okay.
As I am sure you remember,
What the hell is
your
my
hazard
use
suit
button?
provides a great deal of tactical assistance. For example, excellent work, Lieutenant. Your progress is acceptable.
Okay, X.
Many of the doors in your environment will open automatically as you approach. However, some doors, such as the one with the damaged operations panel, are malfunctioning and will not open. Some doors can open, but are locked. A door's locked status can be ascertained by looking for a red or green indicator light, most often found above the door itself. You will notice the light on the functioning door is red, meaning it is currently locked and will not open. If you look around, you should be able to find a switch nearby. Walk to the switch and press your use key.
Can I, like, touch it? I walked over to the switch, Tuvok. I pushed the use key. Tuvok. Tuvok, I pushed. Oh, I'm a fucking idiot.
Notice the indicator light is now green, confirming that the door is unlocked. To open the door and proceed to our next exercise, move to its operations panel and press X.
God damn it.
To operate a lift, move Excellent.
Going up.
Interacting with your world is vital to your success and survival. You have already seen where interaction can operate a door, activate a lift, or draw energy from a terminal. Excellent. Notice how using the panel activated the bridge. Interacting with the environment will often allow you to continue when there seems to be no other way to progress. Like your hazard suit, your tricorder also has an interface to your tactical eye display. Excellent work, Lieutenant. When active, your tricorder also feeds tactical data to your TED. Data from the tricorder's angular proximity discriminator is represented in the upper right corner of your display. Now, note the green resonance beacon. That beacon represents my location in your environment. Watch the beacon as I move about the environment. Notice how it moves to track my relative location. The angular proximity discriminator provides a unique resonance beacon for most object types. For example, non-hostile life forms are marked with a green beacon, while hostile or aggressive ones are red. Additionally, the discriminator will denote your mission objectives with a gold circle to signify their importance. Please proceed through the archway to the next exercise. Your tactical eye display is capable of artificially boosting the gain levels in all photonic registers. This allows you some degree of night vision. For this exercise, use your night vision key
some degree of night vision.
Mode, then navigate through this cave to the exit on the other side.
I would say this is a complete degree of night vision.
Excellent work, Lieutenant. Now, Lieutenant, we will recertify you on advanced tricorder mechanics. Activate your tricorder and move to the nearby console marked with an identification overlay in your TED. Satisfactory work, Lieutenant. On simple consoles like this one, your tricorder will be able to modulate the necessary carrier wave itself. However, more sophisticated... Activate your phaser by pressing the weapon group key. Your tricorder will lower, and your phaser should be readied. Notice the red force field impeding your progress. To disable the force field. Excellent work, Lieutenant.
I actually really like this phaser over the phaser we're about to get. This is probably my favorite model of phaser. I don't really like the Dolphin that much. That's what they call the Nemesis one.
Provides you with additional view mode. Activate your tricorder and press the alternate fire button. Notice how good. A satisfactory performance, Lieutenant. Let's move on to the weapons examination.
I thought we were doing that. Gimme!
Now, Lieutenant, your records indicate that you need to recertify on both the standard Federation phaser and the compression rifle. We'll begin with the phaser. For this exercise, use your phaser to destroy as many practice targets as you can. You may use either primary or alternate fire, but you must continue the exercise until you destroy enough targets to qualify for recertification. Good luck. Excellent. We will now repeat the exercise for the compression rifle. As with your phaser, you may use either primary or secondary fire. However, you must continue until you destroy enough targets to qualify for recertification. Exemplary work, Lieutenant.
No, it wasn't.
You have
I
now
suck.
successfully completed the training exercises. You are fit for active duty as a member of the Hazard Team.
No, I'm not. I can't hit the broadside of a barn with this thing. Shot accuracy 16. Shots fired 259.